Honestly unforgettable, you a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You're set. You're 18. Here we go.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. And he's got more time, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54. Time to go. Night. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Come on, switch it. Joker. And go.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Reset. 19.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
It's complete to Hopkins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Reset. 19. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Check. At 24. Lucky.
Off of play action, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Check 37.
Again, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go. Alert. Check 43. Hey, 66.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Wait, 10, 53. Exit. Tight end right. 3D.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Complete to Watson, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd down, Michelle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd down and goal. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Show it. Check it. Reload.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. With Whitney merciless. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on first down, Brady. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Let's go, dude.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Whitney merciless in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Set. 19.
58, come on. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Switch. Hey, watch it.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 19.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58 to Mike.
Alert.
Watch the backer. 25.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down now, Michel. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
This is it. Relay T. Mike 58 right there. Rip right, rip right. Kill. Hey, 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. The wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. And Brady's throw there incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw on second and 10. Brady trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Not today. 31.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there, first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Michelle. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a different, pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DJ Reader, his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You ain't doing nothing.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the 50, it's Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
41's cover.
Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery.
I'm sure defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 72. Alert!
Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Brady now, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Texans first down.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Brady gives to Michelle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Again, it's Michelle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it again with Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
That's how we do it.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And